Another native of Minnesota, Max Everson, who picked up 21 points in 22 games last season, was the Leafs' final pick of the 2011 draft at number 203 overall.
Max Everson from Edina. He's going to go and play at Harvard. Sharp kid, good kid, and they've had, it's a real high-powered program. They've had a lot of kids come out of that program. Some less successful as players than others, but this is a guy that's got 4 years to develop. He's a smooth skating guy, good first pass, and he's played in a real high-powered high school program. So we're excited about that.
It's awesome because friends and family are around, and you get to share the moment with the people you care about. So that was big, and you see other kids, a lot of kids growing up with, playing with, they're all there around, and see them getting drafted too, and Tony getting drafted, all that. It's cool. It's been great.
Max played almost the first half of the year with the under-18 team as an injury replacement player and really proved his mettle in some of the tournaments. And he's a guy, we got 4 years with him. Max is a smart player, makes a good first pass, and plays a really responsible, solid physical game, and he's a good skater.
I obviously, as a Minnesota boy, I always liked the Wild just because I got to see him, got to come to the X when I was younger and stuff and watch him. And I was also a big fan of Detroit growing up for some reason. That one I think that was just because that was back in the day. My brother was a big Avalanche fan, and just with the competitiveness between me and him, I just picked the Red Wings because the Avalanche and Red Wings had their rivalry going then. So, but it's great being picked by the Leafs. I mean, obviously original six organization with a lot of history and a lot of good people in it still, and I'm excited.
Edina is famous for their school system as well, so they've had a good track record with players. I think if you go out to the rink there in Edina, you look at all the guys who played Division I college hockey, went on to play pro hockey. It's a pretty good roster, starting with Billy Nyrop. So this kid's got a good upside.
Well, you're not the first product from Edina High School to join the Maple Leafs. Brian Burke might be the very first. What did he say to you in terms of meeting him at the draft table?
What did he say? He asked me where I live, first of all, and he asked me what rink I grew up playing, actually, without all the outdoor rinks there, so that was kind of cool. And he said it's good to have another Edina guy on, and welcome.
Was the action on the floor a little less than you might have hoped it would be in terms of possible trades? Or?
Well, I said this yesterday. I think because the draft was the way it was, because if you think you're going to get a comparable player at 40 and you get at 32, you're not going to spend a lot of assets to move up. So I'm not surprised there wasn't more movement. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I feel pretty good, actually. Well, I thought we had a pretty good start yesterday, so I slept pretty good last night, which is a good thing going into today. But obviously everybody's happy when they leave here. But you know what? We like a lot of the guys we took, which is important, and we like a lot of the developmental upside with a lot of the players. So I think we got a lot of different things.
We try to identify, and we don't always get it right, but our big focus is on character. And every team says that, but it's part of our DNA. We're looking for players that are going to get better, that work hard, that are coachable, guys that will handle adversity well. And so we try to identify through our interview process and through using our psychologists, we try and identify people with character. And that's why I think we have a kind of a shotgun spread on positions and types of players this year. But I think we found character people. And they're your best chance to win. I'm convinced you cannot win a championship in this league unless you have character people in the room.
I think as a staff, we're feeling a lot more comfortable in who we can take and not take. And I think we feel a lot more comfortable in trusting each other's opinions and the work we put into it. And I think in that case, sometimes you'll take a guy who might be a little bit of a higher risk, but there may just be a higher reward at the end of the day.
We had a lot of picks, and I think it was, if you look at this draft the first day, I think, to add John Michael Lyles, to add Rick Dudley, a non-player move, and then to draft the two kids we did, we're pretty happy with the trip here to Minnesota. And then today we think we added some guys that have a chance down the road, guys that committed to 4 or 5 year programs at universities, guys with character, guys with skill. So I think it was a good day. But all 29 other teams are going to tell you the same thing. We have the best draft in pro sports. It's the coolest to watch these kids get up and hug their parents and everything. It's a day of hope for the entire league, and it's kind of I think it's the coolest 2 days of the year to be a hockey executive.